So, this is basically the last chance at this point. The previous GCs, the first one, I got to the 1700s and stopped like a fool. I could have played 16 more games and continued, but I got 20 championship points. Pretty reasonable. Second GC, I started off 8-7 and gave up because everything was going against me in that one, and I totally got GC'd in that. But I am still 180 points away from Worlds. So I need a very good result here, paired with a very good result in Malmo. And that's it. I have to do well in both now. So, of course I chose a hard Trick Room team. But, yeah, no, I climbed to, I think it was like the 1790s on Showdown with this. I missed the get, like, I lost the game to get to the 1800s, but... Oh, that's why you don't start on a Friday. Because that's not going to be many points. Okay. Now, it's like, that's a legit enough team. Like, that's a Series 1 team, but that's legit enough that it's scary because they also have low points. But I should be able to hard Trick Room this. It's just the Mimikyu that's a concern. So, yeah, you can see a couple of interesting things, at least on this team. I haven't gone with a standard hard Trick Room at all. So... They have very little for my Screamtail. There is, technically, there's Salazzle, and there's Corviknight, to be fair. Okay, I'll take that back a little bit. Okay, if I get my Torkoal in Trick Room, I'm basically sorted. So. I think I'll go Brute Bonnet and Screamtail. Not much that can deal with my Brute Bonnet quickly. Like, even Salazzle can't. And then... I think I do want the Torkoal. And then... It's between Baxcalibur and Iron Hands. Don't think I need Frogoraph here. Yeah, I think I'll go Iron Hands. Because not many people are using Screamtail as a Trick Room setter. And it's the bulkiest one we have. I think. Does Mischievous beat it? I don't think it does. That's a cool trainer card. But yeah, no, like, we've had Screamtail win the Perish team. We've just had a couple of Booster Energy ones speed-wise, but it's not the lead I wanted. But what are we doing here? Spore the Mimikyu and hope it's not... Is it worth going for Terra Poison? Do I need Terra for anything else? I don't think I did, right? Yeah, Terra Poison, for sure. And Spore the Mimikyu. And I will Trick Room here. They're not going to fake out and Trick Room. That would be just a wasted turn. Right? They just need to not be Safety Goggles on the Mimikyu. And then we're okay. Ideally, they attack the Brute Bonnet and fail to KO it. There is Fake Out. Is this going to be Trick Room? Swords Dance is reasonable. Okay. So, I do get the Trick Room. Now, I'm not going to be Safety Goggles, right? So I'm going to Spore the Mimikyu, and I'm going to Howl. So that's why I've chosen this Screamtail specifically. I was just looking at Screamtail as, oh, why aren't we using it for Trick Room? It's so bulky. And then a load of ideas snowball together and into Power Band Howl to underspeed things. And it's actually been quite effective. So hopefully I get to demonstrate that here. Because the Salazzle's not really threatening me. If it Encores me, then that's a little bit annoying. But either I'm stuck Howling or stuck Sporing. Both are not the worst things. Don't you dare be Grass Mimikyu. Don't you dare be Grass Mimikyu. Alright, that's fine. Does +2 Shadow Sneak get Screamtail? I'm very bulky. Like, Screamtail's very bulky. I should survive this, right? There's no way. Like, even Life Orb. Come on. It's Shadow Sneak. Yeah, no way. So, and it is Life Orb, okay. So now I definitely KO it with a Bullet Seed, because I'm +1. And then we'll see if there's the Focus Sash on the Salazzle. What's this going to be? Support or just some damage with Overheat or Sludge Bomb or something? Toxic, and yeah, they can poison my toxic Pokemon. No, other way around. Toxic my poison Pokemon. I said poison my toxic Pokemon, didn't I? Right, so that's okay. I'll have hopefully won quickly enough that that toxic won't come into too much play. So I can just Psychic Fangs, bring the Salazzle down to the Sash at this point. I assume it does if I'm +1. I've got some attack investment on the Scream Tail so that it can actually make use of the Howls. I did start off with like an Adamant Max Scream Tail, but then I found that I didn't need the extra to still secure two hit KOs if I was +1. But, okay, it's got Protect as well. That's fine, because this is a KO onto the Mimikyu, right? Surely. Because it's Life Orb, it's got no bulk, therefore 3 hits is all that's needed, factoring in the extra little bit from the Disguise breaking. So, how much does this do? +1? Yeah, easily. Easily. And Loaded Ice is still the best item on Brute Bonnet. Like, I'm not having any of it. It's the best item on Brute Bonnet. Citrus Berry is good. Like, it's good. But Loaded Ice is great. So why would you not choose the great item? So what's that? Fake Out, Toxic, and Protect. So it's got to be a fire move as the last one, right? It is also a shame I've used up the Terror, because it hasn't actually been impactful here at all. Like, it could have stopped me being toxic, but it's a Salazzle, so... I guess it means, like, if they go for Sludge Bomb or Flamethrower at this point, then I'll be okay. Now, that could be Lumberry. A Torkoal... I'm losing turns for the Torkoal, and Scream Tail's very low at this point. I'm going to Spore the Corviknight, and I'll still Psychic Fangs the Salazzle. Ideally, they're not Focus Sash, but they should be. Like, Citrus Berry is the most common item on Corviknight now, right? It's not Sash, that's good. So all you need is a +1, and then Scream Tail does okay damage. And if you get a +2, it's actually very respectable damage. While also supporting the rest of the team. So, it's pretty nice. Lumberry. Nice. Okay, the Toxic is starting to rack up at this point. Probably got... Well, I definitely got three to get me. Do I survive 2? Excalibur's the last one. 2 turns? It's 1 turn, okay. Then it should be Spore. I could double the Excalibur. Did I have Iron Hands? Okay. I think I should be okay to just double the Corviknight, and if they protect, then that's good. And the Drain Punch might let me survive an attack from them. This might just be Assault Vest Excalibur, and then they couldn't protect anyway, but if they do have Protect, surely you do Protect. But they might not have Protect. I was talking about respectable damage on the Scream Tail. That's chip. That's definitely chip. I crit, it's fine. I don't want to get this luck out the way early against a 1400s guy. But yeah, there's Earthquake. So they're probably AV. Does the Toxic get me for now? It should, right? Good, because that means I go into Iron Hands and I Fake Out Trick Room and I definitely win. So, I will take that for sure. Because they can't Terror anymore, they've used that on the Ghost. So not even a Ghost Excalibur can stop me at this point. And Booster Energy allows me to get some very nice KOs without the need for a Howl. Like, Close Combat picks up KOs. It doesn't if you're Assault Vest. And here's Covert Cloak, and cool. You never know in the GC. So let's just see how much damage I don't need to howl, so I'll see how much damage Drain Punch can do to a Baxcalibur. No, I won't, but that's fine. Good start. That's always what you want to see in the GC. Get the momentum going, because you get the most points with a good run in a row rather than a win here and there, and then a loss, and then a win, and then a loss, and so on. So get the momentum going, because I need this GC to go well. I also chose Hard Trick Room as well because it's quicker. Theoretically quicker. That was still actually okay points for beating a 1400s guy. Like 13 is not bad. Almost 14. I'm wondering as well. Oh, okay. What happens there? Now I'm wondering what happens there. I'll hold that other thought for when I have to kill time again. But yeah, what was that? Does that fail to connect to the trainer? What does that mean? Am I still okay? Because I'm still connected. Because it didn't have to reconnect. Okay, there we go. 1600s guy? Okay, fine. Someone who's won a game. That's okay. But that is a legit team. It's supposed to face all the not so legit teams on the Friday. And I have to play on the Friday, time-wise, so... But if I get in Trick Room, then I'm looking good. Yeah, Torkoal can definitely just sweep through if the Glamora is dealt with. It's 2 ghosts, so I'm less inclined to go with Fake Outs. So I think I'll go with Brute Bonnet again with Screamtail. I'll bring Torkoal, and then Baxcalibur's looking pretty sweet. Iron Hands is entirely reasonable. And I don't think I need Farigiraf, so Baxcalibur it is. The nice thing about Screamtail is it is bulky enough that it should theoretically be the only necessary Trick Room setter. So I do like to bring... that's a cool trainer card. Happens to be my one. But I do like bringing more than one Trick Room setter to a hard Trick Room, like if I'm a hard Trick Room team. But Screamtail can usually do it. Okay. Right, so... Oh, they're going to Terra Grass with their... Glamora. Do I need to Terra Poison here to avoid a Mortal Spin? They could be Corrosion, who knows? Torkoal shouldn't need the Terra. And Baxcalibur also should not need the Terra. So I will Terra Poison once again. I don't know if I need to... I'm going to be getting the Toxic Spikes for me if I attack the Glamora, right? So I will Spore it. And I will Trick Room. So I kind of have to ignore the... If I ignore the Glamora, then I'm just not doing any damage because of the Wo-Chien. But if I attack the Glamora, then I'll get my things poisoned in the back. So it's a little bit awkward. Just Mortal Spin. That's fine. That's better than Sludge Bomb and Screamtail. I haven't opened myself up to be Leech Seeded by the Brute Bonnet. Ideally, it's Pollen Puff. Nice. Okay, so Terra Poison was good. Terra Poison was very good that turn, because that is also a Sleeping Glamora. So I should be able to freely switch into the Torkoal at this point. I think it is Bullet Seed and accept the poisons, because Screamtail is already poisoned. Torkoal will not be, because I'm switching in this turn. And then I should just be able to launch off the eruptions. And if it's Leech Seed, then oh no, that's a tiny bit of gem. And also Brute Bonnet gets a boost, which is really nice. So this will actually do very good damage. Yeah, that's easily going to put it in range of Eruption. And if they Leech Seed the Brute Bonnet, that is best case, because then I'll have full HP Eruptions. So seeing the damage that it did, I could have crunched so that I only get one layer, but that's fine. Yeah, that's got to be Eruption range. And they literally did the Brute Bonnet. Perfect. And I am a poison type on the Brute Bonnet, so if I switch out to Screen Tail this turn, then I can get rid of the poisons. So I think that's not too bad. So I think I will Bullet Seed the... Yeah, I think I should Bullet Seed the Wo-Chien, because that will cover for a Water Terror. So I don't want to switch out just yet. Even AV, surely the Eruption gets the Glamora. And if it doesn't, oh no. That was a miscalculation. And that would have probably got the Glamora if the Wo-Chien wasn't on the field as well, right? The Bullet Seed. The Tablets of Ruin was helping it. Is this the Water Terror? Water Terror, please. Don't be poison. Water Terror. Get wrecked. Nice. Okay, they tried to Spiky Shield, so they're not Assault Vest, therefore they are KO'd. And this, in the sun, with the Photosynthesis, even with the Tablets of Ruin, like, basically they're cancelling each other out somewhat. This should KO. Unless they're Citrus Berry. Don't be Citrus Berry. Nice. See? Cover for the Terrors, and then you're sorted. And Loaded Dice is as busted as ever. Nice. This is what we like to see. I've got 2 more turns of Trick Room, right? So they're going to have to accept that they're going to take an Eruption at some point. So this is good. Corona doesn't matter. Can't Terror anymore as well, so they can't go into water or something. And plus main. So I'm feeling pretty good. And it's speed, so it's probably not so bulky. So it's the best way round to attack. So I got Baxcalibur in the back, so that beats Fluttermane. Therefore, I attack the Fluttermane in case that survives the Eruption. And yeah, it doesn't matter. That was good. They led very passively and just allowed me to do what I wanted in Trick Room. So, and you got to cover for the Terrors. So, very good. This is... I'm not going to say it because I always jinx it. But you know what I was about to say. Okay, let's keep going. I am technically already higher than I finished in the last GC, because I think I finished at 1501 or something, because I went 8-7. And it was like top 12,000, I think. But then again, not everyone has actually entered problem. There's going to be less in the third GC, right? It's got to be less as you go. Okay, stop being legit teams. Like, that is a legit team, it's annoying. This is a Friday, not supposed to be. Right, so... Okay, they've got Scizor and Dragonite. So Farigiraf is reasonable. Screamtail is still fine. But Farigiraf is definitely better than it would have been normally here. So... If I go with Iron Hands and they leave with just the Chi-Yu Fluttermane, then I'm open to a Terra Ghost Chi-Yu. If I go with the Screamtail, that's less of an issue because I should be able to survive if I Terra Water. I guess I can Terra Normal with the Farigiraf as well. It's probably safer to go Brute Bonnet and Farigiraf. And then Torkoal and... Excalibur and Iron Hands are both good. I'm going to go with the Iron Hands. I'm going to go back Excalibur and Torkoal. Might be a mistake if I hit into a Terra Ghost. But otherwise it should be okay. Okay, Dragonites. Okay, so I don't know if they're inner focus or not. That's annoying. Booster energy, be speed, please. That's annoying. So, what we got here? I'm definitely going for Trick Room. But do I fake out the inner focus Dragonite? I think I need to. The position I'm seeing means that I think I need to. Go for extreme speed for some reason, please. Okay, interesting. Terra Fairy, okay, so... Is this going to be able to KO my Frigoraph? Because if it is, then I should have gone with Screamtail. Like, Screamtail was way better into this lead. Beam him, Multiscale! Multiscale, please! Oh, Moonblast. That Terra Fairy is probably going to push it over the edge. Because I live regularly, but... Oh, wow, nice. Multiscale! Oh, they're not Multiscale. It's not ideal. Not ideal. So... If I'd have gone for Wild Charge into the Fluttermane, that would have actually been not too bad. But I can go into back Excalibur here and Ice Shard KO the Dragonite, because... It's not multi-scale, and even if it was broken. But then I can only Terra one of them. Yeah, I think it has to be back Excalibur. So I should have gone with Screamtail here for sure. So I think let's Protect and Wild Charge the Fluttermane. It is a shame I did not do that on the first turn, because obviously not knowing it was in a focus or multiscale or not. Like, if it's multiscale, I win on the spot. But... Sorry, it was a calculated risk. This is not the most ideal of positions. And this has got a lot worse. So... Okay, they're surely banded, right? Alright, so this is where I switch into the Torkoal on the Moonblast. And then again, try and Wild Charge KO the Fluttermane. Okay, good, good. Chi-Yu? Called Yu-Yu? That's cool. Torkoal's going to take too much here. Like, I've lost way too much momentum by losing the Frigoraph turn 1. Had to be Screamtail. Oh, it's into the Iron Hands. Well, I definitely lose here. So, yeah, Frigoraph already not proving its worth. And that's why Screamtail, being so bulky, is very good. Like, the game's definitely over, so I'm just going to forfeit. But, yeah, if I'd have Wild Charge the Fluttermane, like, that KOs because I'm Booster Energy. So, that would have been okay. That'd have been locked into Low Kick and I'd have lost my Frigoraph. But then, I can still go for an Ice Shard KO into the Dragonite. And then it depends if I Terra the Iron Hands. But I didn't, so no point speculating.